All right, so today we're gonna work on a yoga flow that focuses on core strength. And we are going to be starting lying on our backs. So find a position that's comfortable to you, lying on your back. For right now, the soles of the feet can be flat on the mat, legs can be extended, or maybe the soles of the feet are together with the knees out wide, whatever is feeling comfortable. And I want you to pay particular attention to the low back. So maybe a pelvic tilt here to allow that low back to be flush with the mat, pressing down. And whatever that requires you to do with the legs. Sometimes it's harder to have that flat back with the legs extended, so maybe that bend in the knee is what needs to happen to find that flat low back. We're just gonna start with some belly breathing. So both hands are on the sides of the abdomen. And as we breathe in, our goal being to send air to the belly to allow it to expand. And as we exhale, drawing that navel towards the spine to send all the air out of the diaphragm. So breathing in and out and in. Two more rounds, really using the hands on the belly to feel the air going in and out. Good. We're going to walk those feet a little bit closer so that if you were to reach down, you could almost brush the heels with the fingertips, okay? The hands are going to be flat on the mat, arms next to you, also making contact with the ground. We're going to come through a few rolling bridges. So as we push through the soles of the feet, we're lifting the hips and starting from the tailbone, lifting up towards the shoulder blades, and then slowly rolling down on the exhale, one vertebrae at a time. So again, breathing in, lifting, rolling through the bridge. Exhale, rolling all the way down. One more time. Inhale to lift. Exhale, roll down. Again, special attention to that lower back being flush. Shouldn't be able to get your hand underneath there. It's all flush towards the mat. We're going to lift the right leg up to the sky, keeping it straight if we can, flexing the foot. So the toes are pointing towards the head. So you may need to use your hands behind that hamstring to help keep the leg straight. And we're just going to invite some circles with that ankle that's lifted in one direction and the other, maybe pointing or flexing of the foot. Good. And then slowly bringing that knee towards the chest, give it a little hug in. And then bring that foot back down. Opposite side, leg lifts, flexing the foot, making some circles. Other direction, pointing and flexing. And then drawing that knee in, giving a little stretch, that hip flexor. Nice, go ahead and lower. Now both knees are gonna come in for a little hug, gently rocking on the low back and forth. Maybe making a few circles. You start to feel those sits bones making contact with your mat. If you're making circles, take them the opposite way. Now we're gonna come to stillness here and we're gonna send both legs up. So if we need to use the hands behind the hamstrings, we can do that. Toes are flexed. And we're gonna lift that left hand towards the outer right pinky toe. And then bring it down. Opposite arm comes forward if we need that. Grasp on the legs, you take it with the opposite hand. Coming up, pinky toe side of the foot, coming down. If you don't need the hands, the arms are extended. We're gonna take a breath in Breathe out. In. One more time each side. Good. Bring the knees to a bend. We're working for knees over ankles, or sorry, knees over hips here. Hands are going to be on the mat next to you. And we're going to tap the right toe down and then lift it. Slight move, we're pulling that navel towards the spine. We have a 90-degree angle in the knees. Again, knees over hips. Low back is pressing into the mat. Tap that left toe down, bring it back up. Right toe taps and up. Left. Slow. Really pulling that spine or navel towards the spine, low back flat. Good. One more time here. Nice. Now draw those knees in again. And we're going to do some yogi roll-ups to get into our boat pose position. So hands can be behind the knees. We're going to take some momentum to help us roll up. So we're rolling up and back down the spine and finding that moment of pause on the tailbone for that boat. Next one, you're going to hold it. Legs are extended, hands can be behind the legs. Legs can be straight or bent at the knees. We have a tall back, line from the tailbone through the crown of the head. Arms can lift out to the side. Hold it. Hold it. One more. And go ahead and lower the feet. Good. So we're going to have the hands behind. Just do a few windshield wipers, legs to each side. Nice. Good. Then we're going to come to tabletop position. So that's hands and knees. Our back is flat here. We're pulling that navel in towards the spine still. Getting those hands nice and wide. Soles of the, or tops of the feet are on the mat. We're going to take a few cat-cows here. Inhale, our gaze goes up. We drop the belly. Exhale, round out the back. Pull that chin to chest. Inhale for your cow. Exhale for cat. One more time. Matching that breath and movement is really important. Exhaling as we round, pull the navel towards the spine. Lots of core engagement. Good. Come to that neutral spine here. Playing with our balance. Right leg is going to go back. Toes are on the mat. Left arm is going to reach forward. So starting here, you're lifting that back leg. Lifting only to extend from the hips, so we're not looking for this, just straight leg out. Toes are pointed down, opposite arm reaches. Good. Now we're going to take some movement with the breath. Inhale right here. Exhale, draw the knee and the elbow together to blow the air out. Inhale, stretch out. Exhale for that crunch. Inhale, reach. One more time. Good. This time you're inhale, you're reaching, you're going to take the leg and the arm out to the side. And back. Out. And back. Once more. Out. Should feel a crunch in the oblique and back. Bring that hand down, knee down. And just shake it out a little bit here from side to side. We're going to do a little side stretching before we repeat the other way. So we start in that neutral spine as we inhale. As we exhale, we're drawing the shoulder and the hip together. So you're feeling that crunch in the side body. Back to center. Deep breath in. Exhale, other side crunches. Back to center. One more time. Good. So now that left leg goes back. Toes are tucked. Right arm extends. We're going to lift that back leg. Toes are pointed pointed down, foot is flexed. Keeping that balance. Good. Inhale here, exhale, draw that knee and elbow together. Inhale, reach. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, reach. Good. Last time. Extend the arm and the leg. This time out to the side. I'm hitting the wall here. Exhale out to the side. Inhale back through center. Exhale side with the arm and the leg. Inhale back through center. One more time. Good. We're going to bring that hand down, knee down. We're in our tabletop one more time. And from here, we're going to tuck the toes, lift the knees to hover off of the mat. So it's sort of like a bear pose. You're hovering, those knees are lifted. And then we're going to send the hips up to the sky, pushing that mat away with the hands, coming into downward facing dog. Maybe playing a little bit with your stance. Feet can be wide apart or closer together. Maybe there's a bend in the knees. Shaking that head yes or no, loosening up the neck. Good. We're going to roll into our plank position. Good. And then come down on the forearms. Forearm plank. We're going to push back up into dolphin. So walk the feet a little bit closer. Head is in between the elbows, the forearms, in dolphin. So we're going to go from dolphin to plank a few times. So we're in our dolphin pose, rolling forward to our plank. Exhale to dolphin. Inhale, forearm plank. Exhale, dolphin. Inhale. One more time. Good. Now come to our full plank here. Back up to downward facing dog. And we're going to walk the hands back towards the feet. We're going to forward fold. So hands are towards toes. Hands come to the shins for a flat back halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, arms reach all the way up overhead. Palms come to touch into our Tadasana, or mountain pose. So we're going to come through a vinyasa and do a little bit of work in our down dog. So we're in our tree pose, meaning our feet are hip width apart. Spread your toes wide. Try to think about being even in all four corners of the feet. The big toe, the pinky toe, both sides of the heel. Okay? Palms come together. Take a deep breath in. Arms reach up overhead. Exhale, coming down towards the toes. Hands come to shins. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, hands come to the mat. You can bend the knees as much as you need to make that happen. Feet walk back into our plank. We're going to bend at the elbows, lower down to the belly for cobra. Inhale, get a stretch on that back. Exhale, lower, tuck the toes. With the strength in the arms, we're coming back through plank into downward facing dog. We're here for a breath or two. Really think about pushing that mat back, or away from you in the front, I should say. Taking a look at those hands, we're gonna walk, hop, or jump the feet up to the hands, coming into our forward fold. Halfway lift, flat back. Exhale to fold. Inhale, lift the arms all the way up overhead, palms come to touch, back to mountain pose. Good, one more time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, swan dive down towards the toes. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, hands come down, feet go back. Plank. Exhale, lower to the belly. Inhale, lift for your cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Gaze goes to the hands, hop, walk, jump the feet up to the front. Halfway lift. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms come all the way up overhead. Mountain pose. One more time. This time we're going to hang out in our down dog. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, feet go back. Bending at the elbows, lower down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. So in our down dog, we're gonna lift one leg up. Three-legged dog. Exhale, we're gonna bring that knee into the chest, hovering over the mat. Exhale, send it, inhale, send it up. Exhale, knee to elbow on the outside. Inhale, lift. Exhale, cross the midline, right knee to left elbow. Inhale, lift. Lower down. Opposite leg lifts. Exhale, hover towards the center of the chest, middle of your mat. Inhale, lift. Exhale, outer knee. Inhale, lift. Exhale, cross the midline. Inhale, lift. Lowering down. We're going to bring the knees down and wide, big toes to touch. Sit back into your child's pose. Head can come to the mat or maybe stacked hands to allow it to rest. If you're not reaching, really looking to get that bottom towards the heels. We're going to take the arms over to one side, getting a nice stretch on the side body. And bring the hands back through the center. Exhale, other side. Back through center. Good, and come back up to your tabletop. So from here, we're gonna take our right foot up towards the mat. So we're in a lunge pose. Back toes can be tucked or flat. You might wanna fold a mat or put a blanket under for your knee to protect it. Here, the knee is over ankle. Arms can lift into our lunge. Come through a little bit of a twist. So inhale, arms are lifted, shoulders are dropped away from the ears. Exhale, twist and open. Inhale, bring both arms back up. Exhale, twist opposite way. Inhale, back up. Hands come down, framing that front leg. We're gonna lift the back knee. Back toes are tucked. Hands can stay on the mat, come to your knee, or lift. So lift it, we're gonna try that balance again. Inhale, exhale, twist. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Lift. One more time. Good, hands are gonna come to the hips. We're gonna start to hop that back foot forward so that we come up to our mountain pose. And we're gonna lift the leg that was back, bending it 90 degrees at the knee. I'm gonna move so you can see a little better. We're gonna draw that knee in. Good. Holding it for balance. Nice. Then we're going to start to send it back as we tip forward. So our hips are squared off, that back foot's pointing down towards the ground. Hands can be on hips, extended in front of you, or at heart center. Nice. Slowly come back up. Now keep a bend in that knee. That back foot is flexed. We're going to reach back for the foot, or maybe the pant leg, coming into stork or flamingo. Opposite arm lifts. Getting a stretch in that hamstring and hip flexor. Good. We're going to bring that hand hand down, knee comes back in, takes a nice big step forward. So we're coming through warrior one here. Now your back foot is pointed to the upper corner of the mat. Front foot has a bend in it. Knee over ankle. Arms lift, overhead. Exhale, we're gonna hinge forward. We're coming over that front thigh. Inhale, reach. Maybe a slight back bend if that feels okay. Exhale, forward. Inhale, reach. One more time. Exhale. Inhale, reach. Good. We're gonna open the arms wide. Back foot's gonna pivot so that it's parallel to the short edge of your mat. Arms are reaching out to the side. Gaze is over that front fingertip. Warrior two. Inhale, we're gonna reach the arms overhead, front foot, front leg comes straight. Exhale, bend back into that front knee, extend the arms. Inhale, reach. Exhale, extend. One more time. Good. From here, you're gonna bend that front elbow, let it graze that front leg. Back arm comes up and over. So there's a straight line from that back leg all the way through towards the fingertips. You can look up at the sky. Breathe, make sure there's some weight in that back foot. One more breath. Windmill those arms back. Open to warrior two. Straighten that front leg. Back arm goes down the back leg. Front arm up and over. Good. Open the arms. Hands come to hips. We're going to walk the feet in just a little bit, so we're still in a wide stance. Toes are pointed away from the body. Arms reach out to the sides. We're going to take the opposite hand towards the opposite foot. Coming into a twist and stretch. Inhale, open back up. Exhale, other side. Inhale, back up. Hands come to hips, feet come all the way together. Interlace your fingers behind your back, pushing the knuckles towards the ground, shoulder blades roll together, gaze lifts. A little bit of shoulder opening, back bend. Good. Untangle, feet come a little bit wide. We're just gonna swing it out for a minute. You can even tap each side of the toe as you do that. And we'll get ready to repeat all that on the opposite side. Okay, so we're here in our mountain pose. Deep breath in. Exhale, down, forward fold. We're gonna walk the feet back into our plank. Down to cobra, lifting the chest as we breathe in. Exhale, tuck the toes, back to downward facing dog. Good. Rolling a little bit forward, that left foot's gonna step up this time, lower the right knee. So we're coming into our lunge on this side. Foot can be tucked, flat. We're lifting the arms and coming into that twist. Inhale, forward, exhale, opening up. Inhale, back, exhale, twist. Good. So from here, hands come down. We're gonna lift that back knee into our crescent lunge. Arms lift overhead. Can stay here, dropping those elbows away from the ear, create space. Knee over ankle in the front. We can open up on the exhale. Inhale back through center. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Good. Nice job. Bring the hands to the hips. We're gonna start to hop that back foot forward. And bring that knee to a bend. 90 degrees. Good. Getting our balance. Slowly start to send that leg back. Coming forward, warrior three. Toes are pointed down. Hands can stay at heart center. Reach forward or stay on the hips. We're gonna come back, keeping a bend in that knee. Knees are aligned, reaching back for the foot to flamingo or stork. Arm reaches. Eventually you can play with coming through that warrior three, same position with the grasp on the foot. Just something to work on. Good. Bring that knee back up. Give it a little hug in. And big. Step back. Actually, we're on the wrong side this time. We're gonna step forward now with the opposite foot. Getting all switched around. So right foot should be forward this time, left foot back for our warrior sequence. Arms reach up, shoulders drop. There's a bend in that front knee. Weight in the back, pinky toe, side of the foot. Inhale, reaching higher up towards the sky without lifting the shoulders. Exhale, hinge forward. Inhale, lift. Maybe back bend, exhale, hinge. One more time, lift. And hinge forward. This time on the lift, arms are gonna open up to a T. Back foot's gonna pivot parallel to the short edge of the mat. Arms are wide, warrior two. Gaze over those front fingertips. Inhale, lift the arms and straighten the front leg. Exhale, come back into the bend. Inhale, lift. Exhale, straighten. Last time, inhale, lift. This time, bend the front elbow and the front knee. Let that arm graze and back arm reaches overhead. One more deep breath here. Windmill those arms open. Straighten that front leg. Back hand down on the thigh or on the hamstring. Top arm lifts overhead. Good. One more breath here. Arms open wide. I'm going to take those feet together. We're going to come into Malasana, which is a squat. So feet can be as wide as feels okay. We're kind of sitting down into the squat, elbows on the inside of the knees, pushing those away, palms to touch. Take a nice deep breath here. One more round of breath. We're gonna lean forward, bring the feet in a bit, and come into crow here. So our feet are coming in, we're placing the arms on the backs of the legs, lifting. And play with your crow position. And coming down, bringing the feet together, taking a toe stand. So we're balancing on the toes or over top of the heels. And again, trying with that twist, twisting to one side and back. Other side, back. Good. We're gonna slowly come down. We're actually gonna come down to the belly and stack the hands here, lowering the forehead onto the stacked hands. Let the knees bend and windshield wiper them from side to side. This can be a little bit challenging. We're gonna take half frog. So legs extend, one knee bends and comes up toward the head. Just take a few breaths. Try to breathe into this area that might be tight or tense. Breathe into the upper back. Allow that to relax. Good. Slowly bring that leg back down, bend the knees, windshield wiper it out to both sides. Good. Other leg comes in for half frog. Breathing. Go ahead and bring that leg down. Windshield wipering them both once again. Good. Legs extend, tuck the toes, bring the hands underneath the shoulders. You can push up into our plank. Back into our last downward facing dog. We're gonna lower the knees into tabletop, and we're gonna swing both feet over to the side. That left hand's gonna come to the middle of the mat and extend the right leg out. So it's sort of like a side plank variation. You can lift that leg, lift the arm, maybe grab the foot. Be tight on the hips. And come back. Then the legs swing to the other side. Extend, lift, lift. Maybe grabbing the ankle or the foot. Good. Come back to a seated position here. And we're just gonna find that boat once again before we come to cool down lying on our backs. So sitting up nice and tall on those sits bones, lifting the legs, either a bend or straighten, arms straighten, and we're gonna lower down 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lower. Bring the right knee in towards the chest. Left leg is straight. We're gonna extend the right arm out to the side. Let the knee cross over the body. Trying to keep both shoulder blades rooted on the mat for this lying twist. Your next inhale, roll back onto the back. Bring both knees in just for a moment. A little hug, a little rocking back and forth. It's a good massage for your kidneys. And then keep that left knee drawn in, right leg extends. Left arm reaches out to the side or to a cactus arm, so goalpost, bend in the elbow, straight or bent. And then we're gonna take that knee over the midline, keeping those shoulder blades rooted in the back. Next, inhale, roll back onto your back. Knees come in, soles of the feet down on the mat. Take the left foot onto the right knee for figure 4. You can use that left hand to kind of guide the knee away from the body or interlace the fingers, draw the knees in. Go ahead and untangle the fingers, drop that foot, uncross the legs, opposite side. Taking that figure 4. Let that knee come away from the body, creating some more space in the hips, or draw the knees in. Flexing this foot that's on the knee will help protect the opposite, or the knee that that foot's attached to, I should say. So keeping the flex feet is important for your knee joints. And go ahead and untangle the fingers, drop the knees or the feet, knees to one side and then the other. Then you're getting ready for our final resting pose of Shavasana, which can be taken yogi's choice, really. It's helpful to feel grounded if all parts of the body are making contact with the ground. So soles of the feet, well, the feet are flexed, the heels are resting on the ground, the legs are making contact, palms down onto the ground, and really just allowing yourself to be heavy and supported by the mat, by the ground. Starting to take some nice deep breaths in through the nose and also out of the nose. Bringing some awareness to the forehead, that space between the eyebrows, that we can soften it. Maybe allowing some space between the upper and lower teeth, unhinging the jaw a bit, letting it relax. Letting the shoulders be heavy, the arms and legs heavy. Let the feet fall out to the side. You can stay in Shavasana longer if you'd like. Start to bring some awareness to those fingertips and toes. Be wiggling them or making some circles with your wrists and ankles. And then you're going to slowly roll over to one side, making a little pillow for your head with your arm. And take another nice deep breath in and out. And then slowly, when you're ready, coming up to that crisscross applesauce seated position. Sitting up nice and tall. I'm going to take the ear over to the shoulder. Get a stretch in the neck, maybe gently guiding the head a little bit further away. And then rolling the head to the other side, ear to shoulder. Tucking the chin, light pressure on the back of the head. And then coming up, nice deep breath. Arms come up overhead, palms together, down towards heart center. I'd like to thank you for joining me for yoga today. It's been my honor to spend this time with you on your mats. The light in me sees and honors the light in you. Namaste. Have a great day.